Hello guys, my name is Watson. Welcome to RealTalk TruTalk, where we talk about what's it like being a young adult living freely, authentically, and unashamed of God. Thank you for joining me today for a brand new episode. So today I'm going to be talking about something that people want to do. You know, they want the outcome of it, right? But they don't want to work for it. Now you might be wondering, why is this thing that people want and they don't want to work for it? Let me tell you guys. People want to go to heaven, but they don't want to do the hard work. Now the hard work is to believe in God and accept Him. People don't want to believe in God, do they? They want to have fun. They want to enjoy themselves. What they don't want is to believe in God. Now I'm going to read a verse to you. I'm going to read Matthew 7, verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but the only one who does the will of my Father in heaven. Now the evidence is right there. Because people say, Lord, Lord, doesn't mean that you're going to go to heaven. Now, everyone, including people who are religious, not everyone is going to go to heaven. We all know that. Because in churches, there are also zombies. People who truly don't believe in God. But people who are outside, who do not want to believe in God, they still think that there's a chance that they're going to heaven. You know, there's people who are always saying, when like we've been given life, guys, and in life there's also death. Now we're all going to die, and we're going to be buried 6 feet deep under, in the grave. But after that, there's none of these reincarnation of things. People are talking about, they're going to be brought back onto earth as a frog, as a tree, as a dog. All these things are fake. There's no such thing as reincarnation. You're going to die and then they're going to go to heaven or hell. Now, if you don't believe in God, you're obviously going to go to hell. This is no joke, guys. I'm not lying to you. You're going to hell. No matter what you think, you're going to hell. So everyone who's always like, oh, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my dad, my brother, they're looking down upon me in heaven. No, they're not. They're in hell, burning because you do not believe in God. That's what happens. God's not going to accept you because you did not accept Him, guys. God, it tells us that, that He will not accept us. He will say that, depart from me, for I did not know you. Because there's a chance for you to accept Him, but you're obviously refusing. You want to have fun in the world that is controlled by the devil. This is the devil's playground. And if you don't accept God, you're going to enjoy the world. Yes, the riches of the world, the money, the drugs, everything that is you are seeking for, the pleasure, the body, everything is controlled by the devil here on earth. But if you accept him and choose to follow God, you can also enjoy the world here, but also enjoying it as a child of God. Partying. People are always saying, oh, you don't drink. Me, I need a drink to party, to have the energy, to have the confidence. No. As a child of God, you can do that without having to drink and be drunk and not know what you are doing. Self-control, guys. Our bodies are temples. Now, when your body is a temple, you use it as a temple. You make sure that it's clean at all times. You protect it with all your life. Guys, if you don't, you'll be burning in hell. This is no joke. Hell is real. The devil is real. The devil wants you to be burning down with him, because the devil, that's where he is. The devil was kicked out of heaven because he thought he could be on God's level. So that God threw him all the way to hell. And that's where he is now, trying to control your life. But let me tell you, with God, you will be saved. You will be going to heaven when you accept him, when you follow him. Guys, we need to make sure we are doing the right things. Everyone, Christians, non-Christians, let's not be playing, guys. Let's make sure we accept God and we are doing it by the book, following the 10 commandments, opening our lives to him, asking for forgiveness, asking for purification, asking for the love of God, asking for us to be fully in God's life. Because when that trumpet rings, guys, when the sound of the trumpet blows, we do not want to be stuck with the devil. We want to be going to heaven. Guys, this is something that we need to do. This is reality, guys. This is no joke. And people might be angry already that I've said that that their family members are in hell, but it's the truth, guys. If you don't believe in God, why even think you are invited to someone? Like, why would you even think that you know him when you don't want to know him? Right? Imagine it. You know someone, right? And you don't want to interact with them. And they're having this amazing party at their house. Don't think you can approach them and get invited to that party when you've never talked to them, when you did not want to talk to them, when they came up to you and said, hey, do you want to be friends? You are always saying no, no, no. So don't think that now God will just let it off and take you to heaven after all this time when you've been saying no. Don't think that when you're on your deathbed and now you are saying that, oh yes, I'm gonna wait for my deathbed and then I'm gonna say, oh God, forgive me. No, that's not going to work, because you're already planning to go on your deathbed and you want to have all this fun, and then on the deathbed you just want to say, oh, forgive me, God, because I've done this. No, that's not going to work. That's definitely not going to work. You're going to hell. You're going to hell and you're going to burn for eternity, because that mentality is absolutely false mentality. You're trying to do something that you should not be doing. You should not be thinking that you can get away with such evil, to play with God like that and say that, oh, he'll let you into his home. No, he won't. Guys, it's just something that's in my heart to tell you guys, because people do not want to talk about this. People think it's fun and games. Yes, my parents are going to be there and there. No, if you don't believe in God, there's no heaven for you. There's only hell for eternity. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me on this episode. I really hope, you've been touched as we talked about why people want to get into heaven, why people are refusing God and thinking that, they'll still end up in heaven. My name is Watson. Thank you for joining me, guys. Make sure you like this. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching on the podcast platforms, follow, rate the episode, rate the podcast, guys. Share it to all your friends. Thank you for joining me. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.